Educators today face a unique challenge. Long ago, literacy was defined as the ability to read, write, and communicate effectively. Jason Oler, PhD in communication, defines literacy consuming and producing the media forms of the day. Now, Doug Bellishaw has a different kind of definition for literacy that we really like, that we want to share with you.
It takes a lot of definition to decide what it is that counts as things like being able to play the guitar or digital literacies. So this is taken from UNESCO in the 1950s, and they talk about how it's really not possible to speak of illiterate and literate people as two different categories.
So now, the rapid advances of technology, some people say, may be leaving educators behind. So we have a unique challenge to be able to teach students how to be successful consumers of a global society today and in the future, whatever they may be. The rapid advancement of information and communication technologies have redefined the way we read, write, and communicate. Forms of communication, information, and technologies that are common in students' lives are search engines, web pages, email, instant messaging, text messaging, wikis, podcasts, ebooks, blogs, YouTube, Facebook. Another interesting digital literacy or a new literacy is something called a meme. Here's Doug Bellishaw talking about memes. He's an expert on this topic, and we thought we'd like to include this as well because he has some other interesting ideas about digital literacy.
And if you haven't seen a meme before, it's an idea, behavior, or style that spreads from person to person within a culture. So let me tell you the story of a meme. On the 26th of August 2007, Flickr user Lenny G took this photo of her son Sammy on the beach. She made it public and put it on a photo stream, and it soon was being emailed and added to social networks. That expression's fantastic, isn't it? So fairly soon it was being remixed by people. People are adding text and images into this, and it became known as Success Kid. And there was a whole Russian news group dedicated to just remixing this image one after another after another. Then somebody took that image and cut it out and started putting in other images. But the meme really took off when it started going on meme generator sites like QuickMeme. On these sites, the barrier to getting started is significantly lowered because all you have to do is add some text and it does the rest for you. So you get some wonderful examples like this. But my favorite, because I've got a 5-year-old son, my favorite one is this one. But that's not the end of the story. So Virgin Media picked up on the success of this meme. They took Sammy, they changed his name to Tim, they flipped him around, changed the colour of his shirt, and put him on a billboard, which inevitably led to somebody doing this. In the end, though, everything was okay. Lenny G cleared everything up. She said that Virgin Media did pay for the use of the photo, so everything's okay. Never in a million years could she have imagined all this would happen that day at the beach when she took that photo. I'm sort of in shock that it's gone from Flickr to meme to Virgin Media billboards in London.
4 ways teachers can integrate technology and these new literacies into their classroom are creating a classroom website, providing opportunities for group projects, virtual field trips, and digital storytelling. When creating a classroom website, both students and teachers encounter authentic learning opportunities. Students create a weekly blog of what's going on in the classroom, as well as calendaring upcoming events, assignment due dates, copies of assignments, book reviews, and educational websites recommended by peers. Teachers can also use this resource to post pre-recorded lessons. We studied in our IP&T class last year. Some of us learned about a flipped classroom where there are online lessons that they learn at home, but then at school do homework with more interaction with the teacher. Sites to make your site: Scholastic, Wix, Google Sites, Moonfruit, Educator.com, Weebly, and TeacherWeb. These are all free sites that can be used to get started. Requiring students to have email is a great way to get them to collaborate. Students learn how to compose and send email, make attachments, how to open and save documents. They will learn to reply to more than one audience member. They can even use the calendar. And this is also a great opportunity to learn about online etiquette. Limited funding has decreased the amount of actual field trips that students and schools are able to make. So virtual field trips are a great way to have enhanced learning opportunities. And students can choose what they want to explore next, and by experience the sights and sounds of their virtual environments, they're exposed to vocabulary and context, while building and supporting background knowledge. Digital storytelling is a great example of current digital literacies. Students are encouraged to research, foster critical thinking, help students think more deeply and more meaningfully about challenging content. A great resource for digital storytelling is Tell a Story, Become a Lifelong Learner. Free software programs to create digital stories are Photo Story in Windows and Windows Movie Maker. For a small fee, audio programs such as Audacity will enhance the sound of your digital story. However, before you download programs, make sure you check to see what your current computer already has. Learning in the 21st century involves being able to research, communicate, and use advances in technologies of today. Technology of the past is no longer. Technology of the present is outdated, and we are the technology of the future.
Literacy is a condition. It's not a threshold. It affects your identity because every time you're given a new tool, it gives you a different way of impacting upon the world. The medium is always going to be at least part of the message. The trouble is that people who come up with digital literacy frameworks make things a little bit too simplistic. They insist on this kind of linear ordering of skills, as if life was that simple. And people love talking about like one definition of digital literacy, when really what we need to be talking about are digital literacies, because they're plural, they're context dependent, and they need to be socially negotiated. So this isn't new. We have an idea, we use a tool to realize our idea, then we communicate in some way. It's just that communicating stuff is a lot easier than it used to be.